let's see. All right, just gonna clear out these energies. It's been a second here. You're welcome. All right, cleanse the energies. All right, guys. So let's see. What is going on with Aquarius for October? Please, spirits. Let's see. All right, spirit. Let's get a soul truth, please. Soul truth for Aquarius for October 2025. What's going on? These readings are timeless, y'all, but I'd like to state when I'm actually giving the reading as well, so you can like look back and see if it adds up with your timeline as well. All right, let's see. Am I consistently showing up? Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, Aquarius, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today, be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. That's a very Aquarius-like energy. Okay? Wait, frozen as in like the connection is frozen? Let me know. Hopefully not. This is a very Aquarius-like energy, y'all. Aquariuses are very notorious for having to pave their own way and be their own hero. Like energy, y'all. Aquariuses are very notorious for having to pave their own way and be their own hero and, you know, do things their way. Okay, I'm good. Okay. It's fine on my end. Okay. Mine isn't, and I'm not having any problems receiving yours. Okay, perfect. Thanks, lovely soul tribe, for all the confirmations. I appreciate you. So, okay, yeah, so here. You might have to be doing something soon that is a little scary here. All right? But you're going to make that fear your bitch, aren't you, Aquarius? Is what I'm getting. So that's not a problem. Is what we're getting. That's right. It ain't nothing but a thing. Okay? So, carry on. Ooh, the serene swan. Elegance, purity, peacefulness, monogamy, eternal love energy. Regal good goddess, cloaked in white feathers, bestow on me the gifts of love and beauty. Okay, so this might be for in the name of love, y'all. In the name of love. Somebody has to have channel their inner strength, and they need to restore balance with something maybe, or they need to fight for a connection maybe, or, and you know, maybe not everybody's on board with it, or maybe it's going to shake some things up or whatever, but this is coming out in the upright. So this means that this is a very peaceful situation. This is very pure, not something you come across every day. Not something that you want to easily allow to slip through your fingers. Something is very beautiful for someone. Let me get a crystal or gemstone that might be helpful for Aquarii for October. Thanks so much, you guys, for your hearts in the chat and your gifts. I appreciate you a lot. Okay, Grossular. This stone is in the garnet family. It can re-energize the chakras and then bring balance to those energies. It radiates a calming energy that is very useful in times of great stress. So, Aquarius, breathe and get your ass some gross healer, some ew. Okay, go get that ass some of this. Okay, to help you with the stress. Hold over your heart or wear jewelry making contact with the skin. It's gonna be okay, whatever it is. I feel like it just requires you to step outside of your comfort zone, Hella, but in a very good way. I feel like you're being guided to do something, and you already know deep down that it's what you need to do because it has to do with your own happiness as well as something or someone that's very beautiful to you, and it's part of your North Node, maybe. Who knows? But I feel like you already know what you got to do, but you got to show up for it. It can't just be like a concept in your head, you know? So let's see. What's going on with the money and the career energy for October for Aquarius? What's up, y'all? Make sure you follow your girls. You can come hang out with us. Ooh-wee. Let's see. Okay, so some of you could feel like you lost a gift, or you're not gonna get a gift because maybe you didn't bring peace to a situation, or you haven't been able to balance your chakras or be the Buddha in the situation, or yeah. So something could have been a bad investment. It could have costed you a gift or a person, and it's like maybe you're at a situation where it's like you have to now decide, do I step into leadership and know when to walk away from something and know when to admit that I made the wrong decision, even though nobody's on my side potentially, but I know deep down inside that it's the right way to go, and wear my freaking crown, be my own boss, take charge, and bloom? Or do I stay in this shit show here? Whatever this is doesn't really feel like a good situation here. There's no peace, there's no stability, there's no purpose, there's no... There's nothing in your life that's more than money as it stands. I feel like, and to keep it this way is to lose out on a blessing on top of it, or a gift that I would imagine was sent by the universe, or is yours to take if you show up. But you have to be consistent, see? So maybe you didn't know what to show up for. This is about integrity, Aquarius, deep values. I feel like whatever you're in currently is lacking peace and values. And there's not satisfying work. There's not purpose. There's no purpose. There needs to be some things in life that are more than money. And there needs to be giving and receiving. There needs to be true support. There needs to be true kindness. But there's a lack of those things here. But this swan energy goes right along with this crown and this rose energy. Very beautiful energy. Strong. Inspirational. Sexy. Okay? So, I'm just saying. It might be ew to everybody else, but you and I know the truth. Alright? That shit is fire, fire, flame. Okay? Whatever that is. So, it's up to you. You're gonna bloom. or do you stay in this bad investment? Lack of peace, lack of purpose, just lack of kindness, lack of support. It's up to you, babes. I hope, you know, it's just as obvious as it seems on what you should do. I know sometimes some things are easier said than done, though. I know, there's certain things that come along with that, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. From what I'm saying, like, you know what you gotta do, yo. Alright? So take a deep breath and get it popping. Okay? What is the overall spiritual energy? Aquarius, October. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it looks like there's family conflicts going on regarding fame and renown. And it's causing somebody to feel like in despair, hopeless, like even dark, really dark, unaliving type thoughts. But this... I feel like somebody's loyalty is being tested. Sadly, the obvious loyalty would be to stay in the situation that you're in because it's somehow interwoven with your family. But it's not the way to go, is what Spirit's saying. So, it could... For somebody, it could be that somebody's family has a problem with the attention that somebody gets. Maybe somebody here is well known or has some kind of recognition or a platform for whatever it is that they do, and for it causes their insecure ass, lame ass family to have a conniption or something. I don't know why. Usually families that support people being unseen at their snap of a finger is the ones that have a problem with that. Anywhere else it's celebrated and applauded as long as it's deserved. But it's causing enough family conflicts for there to be a huge problem here. But it's unnecessary. It's like, it's not... Here's the thing, Aquarius. It's not your problem if that's their problem. That's their problem. That's not your problem. It's looking like there's an extremely opposite energy. And this opposite energy is expecting loyalty from you. But do they deserve it? Is the question. I don't care if they're your blood or it's what's expected of you. Do they deserve it? Is it what's moral and humane? Or does it infringe upon equal opportunities and what is deserved? Or is it unreasonable and irrational? If so, you really need to contend with those facts. I feel like there's a situation here where somebody feels hopeless because they were conditioned to people please with their family, and maybe they met somebody unbelievably beautiful like a swan. Possibly God himself sent a creature your way, Aquarius, that you've never felt anything quite like you do around this energy, because it's the first time you've felt peace, and it's so pure. There's no irrationality. There's no pressure in the sense where it's like, I'm not going to force you to do anything just because I feel some type of way. I'm going to discuss how I feel and allow you to do and make your own decisions based on what you think is the right thing. You know, it's a very elegant energy. It's very peaceful. Definitely, probably a saving grace in this energy. But it is an extremely opposite energy, which is probably going to conflict with your family or whatever the bullshit this is here. Maybe this serene swan has fame and renown. They're meant to be seen, and that's a problem. Sounds like a personal problem, in my opinion, but to each their own, y'all. It's definitely not something. If the people around you, Aquarius, are okay with you being in such a state that you're in such despair that you're considering unaliving and quitting because you can't find a compromise anywhere, then those people don't love you. You shouldn't even be in that environment. Don't give a frick about what they have a problem with. Go get some grass sealer and show up for what actually matters. Be brave. Be your own hero. Move through the fear. This is your life, babes. Your life. Period. The end. Nobody else's. So what if they brought you here? Now it's your journey. So you're just going to let anyone dictate it just because that's what is expected of you or that's what works for most people involved? No. What about your happiness, babe? It's been nothing but delays is what I'm saying. All you do is delay your own happiness to accommodate these people. And it sounds unreasonable from what I'm getting. So it's just a waste of time. You're just delaying your blessings. So it's up to you. But that's what I'm getting. So let's see. It does sound like an earth angel. My God, if my parents had the audacity to tell me to skip out on an earth angel, oh honey, oh sweetheart. Well, looks like I won't be here for Christmas. Y'all have a nice one then. You know, that would be my attitude, but some people were conditioned from a very young age, y'all, especially if you have narcissistic parents, to constantly sacrifice your own peace and happiness. Like, and it's like you aren't allowed to dare to differentiate. You aren't allowed to challenge the status quo, even if that's what it would take to explore and find yourself. Because you're not supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to change as you get older. You're supposed to mature. Your desires are going to change too. And it's like, to expect things to just stay the same because it's easier, it's just such a weak sauce move. It's so weak. It's like, I'm sorry, mom and dad and whoever the hell else has a problem with this serene swan getting recognition because they're so freaking good at something that that's just naturally what occurs. But you're gonna have to deal with it, you insecure weirdos. Go get some therapy. I'm gonna wish you the best. And if you can't accept what makes me happy, then I'm gonna have to take some time out to really consider who's for my greatest good or not. Love is kind and patient. It doesn't pressure. It doesn't force. It accepts changes. It grows. There's growth. There's a willingness and a dual intention to work towards the greatest good, to work towards things operating smoothly on both sides. You can't do that if you're being overpowered by your family. It's like, I feel like the person that this reading is for, it's like all they want to do is restore their life, but it's just constant, like, opposition. Because this serene swan is literally opposite of their family or like the main people in their circle. Or maybe they're a part of something shady and they don't want attention, and it just so happens that the serene swan gets a lot of attention because they're really good at something. So they're afraid of the serene swan's influence, but the serene swan is a very peaceful energy. So unless you fuck up and do some shiesty ass shit, you shouldn't have anything to worry about now, should you? Side eye. Like, really? Sounds like a personal issue. There's no peace in the situation. This was a bad investment. There's no support. There's no purpose here. Like, come on now. How long are you going to have to run this? Yeah, look, union. Look. Gibo. Union. Generosity. It is the rune of giving and offering. Hospitality. Generosity, marriage, and sacrifice. I feel like somebody here was lined up by the universe to marry their divine counterpart, but they were intercepted by hateful energies, judgmental, hateful energies that guilt them into staying loyal to a cause that doesn't even make sense. Whatever, y'all. Let me get a suggestion card, please. So yeah, this is about a union. And this union makes this person, this Aquarius energy, very, very happy. Somebody could have a North Node Aquarius, or Aquarius Moon, or Aquarius Venus, or just Aquarius Sun. And this person is like walking sage. It's peace. And for whatever reason, this family or whatever, they don't like this person. We're gonna find out more. Probably because this person embodies all the things that they lack. Take a digital break. Mindfully stepping away from your digital devices for short periods throughout the day allows you to feel more focused and centered when you reconnect. Take 2 or 3 mini digital breaks during your workday, Aquarius, each lasting about 10 minutes. If you're new to this practice, start with just one break. During this time, engage in a non-digital activity such as reading a book, taking a walk, or practicing a hobby. Pay attention to how stepping away from your devices impacts your focus, mood, and energy levels when you return. Okay, so maybe somebody needs to get the hell off the interwebs, y'all. It's just a little too much. Take little break skis, okay? Alright, let me get a totem animal. For October for Aquarii, please. One more shuffle. If you're still here, Jerry, I'd be happy to help you answer those questions once we're done with the Aquarius check. The mountain goat in reverse. Y'all, mountain goats have the most sure-footed energy that I've ever seen. Like, when I tell you that these motherfuckers are the most impressive weirdos I've ever seen. The fact that it's in reverse, this tells me that somebody's not sure, they're uncertain. They don't have sure-footedness. They have a lack of balance. It's like they don't feel like they can escape quickly or adapt. That they can fall at any moment. So let's see what this is about here. Okay, so the mountain goat superpowers are supposed to be about agility, flexibility, exploration, thriving against all odds, striving and succeeding, getting out of your comfort zone, sure-footedness. But this is somebody who is too afraid to do that because they're being met with opposition. They're in the wrong environment. So if you trust your heart, path, and internal navigation system, you will find your way across any peak or valley you need to traverse. When the mountain goat appears, Aquarius, set up your foundations and make them strong. Trust in what lies ahead and what lies ahead and that it is meant for you. You know where you need to go. Trust your instincts. Somebody here isn't doing that right now because they're listening to all the other voices that don't matter. The mountain goat wants you to know the next right step for you to take is right in front of you. The next right step after that will appear. Just keep moving forward, baby steps. Somebody here allows outside interference to dictate their next move a lot. They need to, if there's ever been a time to vibrate higher than that energy, it's now. You just gotta have a leap of faith. Like maybe somebody struggles with leaps of faith. They want to know exactly how it's gonna turn out, and but no. Just know that that's what feels right. That in the other energy, in the Serene Swans energy, you probably feel sure of yourself more. You feel more confident. You feel more apt to explore. You don't feel stuck or scared to move. That's your first sign right there. You're in the wrong environment if you're around people that can't handle other perspectives. If people are so rigid and inflexible that they don't even care to try to see things from your perspective, especially if it has to do with your happiness and being with the right person for you, which might not end up being exactly who you even thought they would be or appear or operate like. Maybe you didn't even know a person like this existed, Aquarius. Only for you to not have that person? That sounds horrible. What other, yeah, don't fall back. Don't fall back. Now is not the time to relent or just be weak and agreeable. Because what people are asking of you comes with conditions. And that doesn't deserve loyalty. Because that eliminates unique individual, unique expression. That pedestals control over acceptance and genuine love and concern. So don't fall back. Okay? Somebody here could be 35. Angel number 3535 could be significant. Life path 4. Somebody could be born on the 31st or the 13th. Somebody could be 54 or 45. Born in 72 or on the 27th. The 22nd master builder number. Somebody could be 46 or be born in 64. Or be 35 or 53. So yeah, don't fall back. This is accepting neglect. You're neglecting your inner child and you're neglect. Look, reclaim your power. You can't get, make a sacrifice. Don't let it be you. Sacrifice something or someone with certainty. And mourn it and grieve it. And that's okay. But there's going to be a blessing that's worth it. Yeah, right now you're just living in autopilot mode. And you're neglecting your inner child. You're neglecting your desires at the core. You're neglecting what makes you feel peaceful and happy. It's time to reclaim your power, Aquarius. Don't allow yourself to be the sacrifice in your own life. make a sacrifice with certainty.